And we are live for the special Christmas live stream. Let me squeeze on my hat. Keyword being squeeze. There we go. And we'll put this over here, shall we? I'll look like an absolute tit because I've got an hour with you guys, all by myself. No conversation between me and Aiden because Aiden is not here. If you did not choose, if you did not tune in to last week's live stream, you may not know, or if you didn't find the memo, you may not know that I am doing this one alone. The reason why we haven't broke up, nothing's gone wrong or anything like that. The reason why is because what's that? Red fluff. It looks like I had something else on there. The reason why is because Aiden is currently being an elf, 50 miles away, maybe. He is actually probably is actually still asleep, but we planned that I would do this one alone. Yeah, Julia, fuck off then. Julia said, "I'm off then." Wink face. Obviously, Julia, you can tell from my tone of voice that I'm absolutely joking. Please don't fuck off. So yeah. This is the Ryan on live stream, which is really weird because I've been thinking all day, how am I going to, haha, touche, says Julia. I just wanted to, I've been thinking about it all day, like, oh God, how's this going to go for a whole hour? There is a couple of things that I want to address, mainly comments that we've had recently. But I can't stretch it out for a whole hour. Not even I can do that, but I do have a cup of tea, and I've got, if you watched one of the previous vlogs, Leberkenherzen, which turns out means gingerbread hearts, and me being me and Aiden, no, Bon, no, not for you. They're covered in chocolate, and that's toxic. They are heart-shaped, and I will break them up for you, and you can see that there is some what's the word? Gloop inside, and the gingerbread flavoured. I won't have one at the minute because I am your entertainment for the next hour. And I don't want to start this by being with my mouth full because then it will just be deadpan silence, except, you guys twiddling your thumbs. So it takes a lot to do this by yourself, especially when me and Aiden are a bit of a double act in the sense that we bounce off each other constantly. So please, 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 just keep commenting, right? Spam the comment section with as many questions or whatever. If I say something, respond to it, okay? Because I'm going to have to bounce with you guys instead of me and Aiden bouncing with you. Yeah, lots of bouncing. I can see that there's quite a few comments in, but one that has caught my attention is Lane's, where he said, "Gloop, my favourite." Not Ken, Lane. I couldn't tell you the word slipped my mind of what it actually is inside there. Syrup? Is it syrup? I don't know. It's sticky and it's gingerbread flavoured. As I'm not a chef, then the word gloop will be the topic. All right. So Julia's saying, let's have a minute silence for Aiden being away. I've just said that I'm going to try and talk for a full hour, so that might help, Julia. We should have it. Geely, isn't it Geely? Oh, I don't know. Patrick. It might be Geely. So, anyways, there's lots of comments and quite a few questions that are flying through. Well done, guys! Well done to you guys for getting more questions for me being alone. So, yeah, which is helpful. Right, thank you very much. Okay, right. So we'll run through them. What time is in America, Lynn? I don't know. I saw this comment and it was before the live stream. Well, I know you're here now. Hello, guys, and happy Christmas to you both from Raymond. I'll pass on the message. Aiden might even be watching. Yeah, I know that there's a couple of people that are specifically watching right now that I will address in a couple of minutes time. And that'll make more sense very, very soon. Hey from Ireland, says Claire, and Lynn has reserved a front seat. Poppy's from Kent, Hi from Essex. Everyone else, just let us know whereabouts you're watching from. It's always really cool to find out where in the world people are watching from. Hi everybody, says Lynn. Hello from Jonathan. Hello everybody, happy Sunday. Hi Ryan, love your hat. Thanks Jonathan. I thought, now this is a good segue. We received... Have I honestly come to the live stream without my phone? I've come to the live stream without my phone and I don't want to leave to go get it. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to get the comment up. Being very professional and prepared. So we received a comment and I just want to address it. Thank you. And I know that there probably wasn't any malicious intent behind it, but I've tried to say it like Snow White and it still sounds rude. Right. Mark Greenland commented 20 hours ago saying, and Mark, if you're watching, no, Le Birkenherkens for you. You can't have it. It's covered in chocolate. It's covered in chocolate. I know you're probably smelling. Oh, it's like gingerbread. It smells lovely. Mark didn't comment that, by the way. That was me talking to Ruben. He's just here, guys. I'm going to tilt it. Can you see? Is that you? Is that you? Yeah. Is that you? Oh, you good boy. Right. Vlogmas. This is Mark's comment. This is not Mark and Stephen. This is a different Mark. Vlogmas. Never seen one like this before, apart from one night putting up the tree. Up the whole vlogs are either about your jobs or hearing about COVID all the time. Come on, lads, you have lost your way a bit. Watch a bit of Zoe Suggs Vlogmas. Give us some fun, as this is getting worse. Sleep emoji, sleep emoji. Well, Mark. So let me address why it's not been Christmassy. One, let me tell you what we've done in the past, without actually repeating it. So if you want Christmas content, like Christmassy content, are you ready, ladies and gentlemen? We have done the Christmas tag, 7-second Christmas challenge, Christmas song challenge, Christmas candy with a twist, not the 12 days of Christmas, 12 essentials with a twist, holiday heads up, Christmas face paint and Christmas quiz, making a gingerbread reindeer, Christmas would you rather, and Merry Christmas, and best bits. And that was in our Countdown to Christmas playlist in 2015. And then... that was 12 specific videos, all Christmas themed, right? And then in 2016, we then had to do more Christmas content, and I twisted Aiden's arm from taking the jump of 12, because it was like 12 days of Christmas kind of thing, to 25, right? So we literally did 12 of those videos, and then we did the Christmas tag again. And then we did how to make a hot chocolate orange, another Christmas quiz, 100 things to do this Christmas, 100 gifts for girls, 100 gifts for guys, how to make a chocolate sleigh, 9 essential Christmas movies, melted snowman cookies, dancing with Christmas songs, building a gingerbread house, weird Christmas traditions that you didn't know, how to make a chocolate biscuit Christmas pudding cake, singing Christmas songs and Christmas song quiz, British Christmas traditions you may not know, Christmas at Hogwarts, holiday heads up again, Christmas collab, 7-second Christmas challenge, how to make a banana penguin, British Christmas candy, how to make an alcoholic chocolate pineapple for Christmas, Christmas name tag, our missing video, whichever one that was, and another Merry Christmas. So the reason why I'm bringing them up, and then from 2017 to 2020, it was vlogging, where essentially once upon a time for Vlogmas, we would then have to vlog throughout the day, yeah, rather than a sit down like we're going to do something festive video. So there's over 30 specific festive videos, and I can appreciate, I really understand that it hasn't been very festive. I have put Christmas music in the background. We have put the tree up. I've had Christmas transitions. We've had the Christmas intro, right? However, if you have been watching us for quite some period of time, you'll know that in October, shit hit the fan. We were really struggling financially. We didn't know what was going to happen around the corner. We were working really hard to grow our business. And midway through October, we were just like in a real down place. Like we didn't know what was going to happen, right? Towards the end of October, we started having some good hope. November was absolutely mental. And we have gone working, well, not quite. But we are going to go from working with 6 businesses, which was at the start of October, to probably I'm going to say, February, March time. This is if we get northern inquiries, gone from 6 to 16, which, as you can imagine, that's only 10 extra, but that is tripling, okay, or just about tripling our workload, yeah? So, and because we don't want to say no to work, as you would have seen in our Vlogmas this year's series, that me and Aiden have been working crazy hours. What are you growling at? When Aiden went away for a week, right? Well, for the week, and he went away a couple of days ago. He was supposed to leave at like 6 o'clock or something. Okay, he didn't leave until about 7 o'clock. And what were we doing? Were we having an intimate moment before he goes? Were we having a nice steak dinner or something like nice together? And or like, do we take the day off and just like chill and have a bit of a duvet day and etc. etc.? No, we weren't. We were working, and you know, right before he goes away for a week. Which, don't get me wrong, a lot of you guys, if you are in couples, then you'll know that, you know, you're probably thinking of peace and quiet. But me and Aiden have worked together for the past 5 years, whether it's at our previous employers or whether it's at the cafe or wherever. We have been in each other's pockets for a long time. So when we know that we're not going to have a week together, then you know, it would have been nice to have spent that time with one another, but we didn't even have that time to do it. So what I'm trying to say is, right, I apologize that it hasn't been super festive, where we literally make Christmas candy and Christmas essentials and Christmas face paint and everything. But to be honest, we've already done it. And I think YouTube has changed a bit. We also still haven't moved along with YouTube either. But 5 years ago, it was about like challenge videos where, you know, making a gingerbread reindeer while blindfolded. So we did that. And then it became more vlogging. And now it's more about doing a little bit more crazier things, or at least that's what I think on what is on my recommended. Also gaming, but I don't have a gaming channel. I'm not going to start gaming on this channel either. So, you know, if you've got any recommendations, then like for videos in general, then please let us know. We're not going to have time to do them this Vlogmas because Aiden comes home on the 23rd. Hello, sweetheart. You want to come say hello? Mm-hmm. You want to say hello? Mm-hmm. You just had your dinner, so your breath smells of dinner. Yeah. Who's that? Who's that? Is that you? Yeah. Oh, thanks for that. So, thank you very much. Who was it at the very start? Jonathan said that he loves my hat. I thought I'd better chuck it on. Otherwise, there's fuck all more festive, right? That is happening. We've been working really, really hard, and we're going to be reaping those, you know, that financial stability come January, really. Slash March. It depends on when certain businesses have like set up and stuff, and when the work gets finished, and we're doing some big projects and stuff. So yeah, basically that's the crack with that, right? I can see that there's 55 of you here, so thank you very much for tuning in. If you can give this video a thumbs up, 56. If you can give this video a thumbs up, I'd really, really appreciate it, as it does really, really help the channel out. And Bonnie says that too. You've got to give the video a thumbs up. Did you see me do that COVID test where I put the thing up my nose, and then, like, as it's like really far back, she decides to bark, which is the most inconvenient time for me to jump, because otherwise I'll be tickling my brain. Guys, you've almost tripled the likes on this video, so in the time of me saying that, so that's really, really appreciated. It really, really is. So let's continue with the live stream chat. So where is Jonathan's comment about my hat? And then I'll continue from there. There we go. Ryan, hello. Hi, Ryan. Hi, hon. How are things over your way? James, it's been nice, peace and quiet. I have and I'm missing Aiden. I've been working still on that computer. Not as I can't do the same skills that Aiden has, so you know, some things I have to be waiting for him. But it's been nice to have it. I realise that he and I are very similar, and we push each other to be better people. In September, Aiden wanted, and I've alluded to it in vlogs, Aiden wanted to do something where I would have been really scared about COVID in September. So the deal was that he would go do it, and I would go and live with my nana for 3-4 days, right? Just to like make it like if he wants to get it, then fine. I obviously don't, you know, not actually fine, but I don't want him to give us it because of him doing something that I didn't want to do. So, you know, and it also meant I had some nice quality time with my nana, so, you know, no problem. When I was away for 4 days, I was, you know, expecting like to come home and maybe the house would be a little bit more tidier, or you'd have done some housework. It's now been 3 days since he's been gone, and he's not back for another 3. Or 4, whatever. Have I done any housework? No. So I totally understand why he didn't, and I think that's because both of us do so much together, or that like, okay, right, at 7 o'clock should we do this together? So then, like, okay, will you hoover upstairs while I sweep the floor downstairs? So we even in that essence, we bounce off each other really, really well. So I can understand. I now understand why he took time for himself, which it was what he was saying. But in my eyes, when I'd been away for 4 days, I'm thinking, well, the house is dirtier than when I left it, because when he came back, I made sure it was on nice and tidy for him. But obviously, I had already left before he came back because I didn't want him to catch COVID or anything. So basically, I really understand it, and I'm thinking, well, why haven't I done the housework? Like before he gets back, I want to sort out the pan cupboard and, you know, totally take it out and gut it out, because I know that Aiden won't want to do it. I want to clean the oven because I know that Aiden doesn't want to do it, so I'll do it. And I know you haven't seen this yet, but we've got, if you've seen on TikTok, there's a lint roller, and it's like a piece of metal. It's downstairs. I haven't been very prepared. And you pull it on the carpet, right? And it is absolutely amazing. And the amount of hair and fluff that comes off, Bonnie doesn't shed. Ruben sheds if you don't brush him, right? You'll start to cast a little bit, but if you brush him, you don't cast. So we're thinking, oh, there's no dog hair on the floor. No, there is, because when we've done this, and any hoover will already suck it up as much as possible. But this lint roller is absolutely fantastic. You'll see it in a future vlog, and we literally do it for about like 2 or 3 minutes on this section of the carpet, and you'll be disgusted. But you'll also, if you've got a dog, in fact, scrap that. If you've got life in your house and you've got carpet, therefore dust and fluff and anything that gets pushed into it, okay, get this lint roller, because it's not like a lint roller. It's like something else. It was like a £5 on Amazon, and we've seen it on TikTok, and I've wanted one for months for that reason. And you'll be amazed. You will. Right. Looking handsome with the hat, says Ray. Thank you very much. Lucy, hi, Ryan. First live I've managed to catch, as I've had my appendix taken out last week. Well, Lucy, I hope you're okay, and I hope you're well, and that, you know, your whole operation and recovery has gone well and goes well. Lynn, am I cooking today? So a lot of you might be wondering, how the hell is Ryan going to eat while Aiden is away? And I thought I'd be okay. And I've come to the conclusion that I think the reason why I eat so much is because Aiden also eats so much. Because when he's been gone, I haven't, like, literally, the first day I thought that I was ill because I'd lost my appetite. And that might have been because I might have missed him a bit more, okay? I literally had cereal on the morning. And then about 9:15 at night, I was thinking, yeah, I'd probably have something here. So I had some pate on toast. Now, since then, okay, I've been like, right, actually, Ryan, you need to eat some proper meals here, not just pate on toast and cereal throughout the entire day. We went to the shop a couple of days before I went away, and I've got some. I've had some nice quiche, which I just took in the oven, and then I've had some salad and some dressing, and the quiche. Bob was your uncle. And today I've had a giant Yorkshire pudding with some veg, potatoes, and chicken. And that is like a set that you get from Marks and Spencer. I think you just put it in the oven, set a timer, and take it out and eat, and that's it. Because I prefer not to cook in case I F it up. So yeah, that's why. Although I am getting better. There's a couple of, that meatball dish that I did and stuff. It's getting better. And also, to be honest, guys, if I play it up to you guys that I'm really, really bad, one, it's like comedy effect for you guys, but two, if I tell Aiden I'm a bad cook, I don't have to cook, do I? I can't get better. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to help him cook, and I'd rather not. I am just joking. Don't hate us in the comments. So hello, we got Ryan unplugged. Yes, Leo, just me live, and I could say anything detrimental or scary or whatever. This is when I would ask Aiden, am I saying the right word? Or not. Hey from Ireland. Hello, Ryan. Your bauble is hanging low. So I thought, right, that this once upon a time would have been like up here, but I think it comes as this. But I'm gonna clear where this hat came from. Like, we just collect them over the years from like Christmas parties that we've had. So if you're one of my friends that says that, oh, that's my hat, it is, and I'm wearing it on a live stream. Jan Patrick says, hey everyone, Even Ryan, Gloop, my favourite, said Lane a while ago now. Rafe, oh no, I've skipped past comments. I scrolled. There's so many comments, and there's ones that I know that I need to address. Hello, Auntie Helen. I will get to you in a minute. Hello from Rhode Island. You were very entertaining. Thank you very much, Lynn. Evening, Ryan. Evening all. Hi, Ryan. Love your hat. A good whole hour. Yes, David. A good whole hour. How do you know Matthew and Ryan? We just met through each other through YouTube, and then we've met each other for YouTube a while ago. Haven't spoke to those guys in quite a while. I think there's just a few people that I need to drop a message in to see how they are, like Lewis Selks and Jamie Roy, just like YouTube friends. That's I haven't spoken to because we've been so busy. Oh my god, my phone's in my pocket. So the reason why I need to do that is because if you look at my unread text messages, you'll realize that there is 14 unread text messages, and there is seven messengers and 1,810, albeit a lot of promotional ones, Gmail. So I need to sort me life out really on my personal, me work organisation. Great. Emails, know exactly where everything is. If Aiden doesn't file away before I get to it, then fine. Right, so Claire's asked, explain what you do for your job. I graduate from a similar degree next year. Right, so Claire, what we do is we create promotional content, whether that is social media posts or videos or photography or printing services. So Aiden's literally just designing a billboard that is getting printed down south, and that's going to be near Kent, actually. Who said Kent earlier on? Then yeah, there is going to be a giant orange billboard designed by Aiden. Flyers, just promotional stuff, really. because when you are running a business, so we know this from like even when we worked at the cafe, you don't have the time to take nice photographs and video content and make it look professional and then put it out there. What I've learned over the couple of years is ad management. So when you're scrolling through Facebook and you get a specific ad directed to you and you think that's creepy, yeah, that's because of people like myself and managing ads for businesses really, really well. We have one client, which is essentially a car business, and we've just launched an ad for them. And on average, with that kind of industry, it's like £1.13 per click. Okay, so it cost on average £1.13 for a member of the public to click the link and go to their website. Our ads and my Aiden's design of the ad and my ad management, as in like getting to the right audience, is that good? Right now, it's costing 17 pence for that business per click. So it's well below average. So are we going to be in their good books? Yeah. So that's essentially, Claire, that's what we do. So graphic design, which is Aiden's forte. So that's like leaflets, flyers, promotional content, infographics. Just about anything. Once you understand how to do it, you just have to adapt it, whether it needs to be a booklet or whether it needs to be a billboard or a flyer or a poster or whatever. Yeah. So that was Claire's comment. I need to like so I've missed a couple of comments actually. Are you and Aiden still coming to New York? So if you will understand that me and Aiden are planning on going to New York next March for our anniversary. Well, it's not for our anniversary, but we're going on our anniversary. It'll be our 7-year anniversary. What you will not know is it sounds like I'm saying something else, but it's not. What you'll not know is I asked him out there, and we are going there for our anniversary. However, if you have not been on TikTok and looked at New York recently, you'll understand and realize and see that COVID's really hit there. We have 2 amazing friends of ours who live in Texas, and then they're Mark and Stephen, and they recently went, and I think they've literally dodged the bullet, right? It's because right now on TikTok everyone's got it, but it seems to be the Omicron variant, so everyone seems to be milder and stuff, so that's positive regarding the pandemic, etc. So all being well, if I get it before March and I now recover, then I'm going to have the antibodies and the T cells. Yeah, so I can let my hair down, etc., etc. And regardless if I don't get it, well, yes, we will still go. But obviously, if like the restaurants are shut and the theatres are shut, then we will probably choose to rearrange it. This has all been organised behind my back, and we'll speak about it more. But I only found out about it a couple of months ago. It's been a project with Aiden and Ken, and they surprised me with this trip. I was a bit low. I think it was like September, October time mentally, and during a Skype call, they surprised us with surprise. We're going to New York. In March on like during our anniversary, and while we're there, we do plan on seeing Ken and get up to lots of things. I plan, ladies and gentlemen, I plan to go on the edge, yeah, or somewhere up high. Now, there better not be. I just had motion detection at the front door. Everyone, it's just a cat. I thought I'm getting burgled live on live stream. I thought everyone get your phones out and screen record for when the baddie comes in. I'll try and get him on camera. Call 999. I have worried about that really actually, but because not that Aiden and I would be any much help of me and Aiden, but yeah. So yeah, we do plan on going to New York together in March. Bonnie, it was just a cat. Thank you. Right. So there we go. I'm doing well tonight, thank you, Dan. Stephanie, how are you, Ryan? Good afternoon, Ryan Briggs, as a solo act. Thank you very much, Ken. There'll be more of my solo act in due course. If you watch the last live stream, you'll understand what I'm talking about. What's the matter? I don't know if you can see it. Who's that? You want to know what was at the front door? Eh? Everything's fine. Ruben will protect us, even though he's the most laziest dog ever, and he'll just go say hello to them. I'm getting very hot in this hat. I've had the heating on. So, right. Go on, you go down now, Dan. Go on. Go down. Good girl. Right. Must have missed it. What are you eating? Catherine, if you were on about, it was the gloop inside these German treats that we got from Dave and Johannes. You did so. Yes. Bonnie, no, quiet. People are watching. Yeah, good girl. Hi from St. Louis. Gaily means jelly. Probably is Jan Patrick. Then it might be jelly inside there. Then, on a serious note, the dogs don't ever bark. Julia, you've jinxed it. On a serious note, the dogs never bark. How do you manage that? My dog barks all the time. Ruben will only bark on command if I really push him. Bonnie will. It's quite a bit of a pain to teach Bonnie to bark, right? Because Ruben will be in the same room, or Ruben will be about, or we'll be training Bonnie to bark by what you do is essentially imagine this is the dog treat, and you essentially kind of tease them, yeah, to get a bark, and then the minute they bark while you're saying speak, okay, the minute they bark, you give them it. The issue is that when I'm trying to teach Bonnie to bark, Ruben's on the end of the room barking because I'm saying speak, yeah, with a treat. So he's like other end of the room going bro, bro. So he'll do it, but we need to get Bonnie's. Not that she ever does it very often. She only does it because someone was at the front door just then, which turned out to be a cat. So, anyways, she's fine. The trick is to teach a dog to get your dog to stop barking. You need to teach them to bark to then teach them what being quiet is. It's like a bit of a reverse jump, but it works. It really does work. Hi Ryan from Niagara Falls. Laughing my ass off. Almost forgot this was happening. You said the same thing last time, John. Toronto, Canada. Irish in Liverpool. So whilst Aiden is away, you can spill the tea on him. Very true. Because you can't tell us off. Catherine from Friesen Telford. Hi Ryan, I'm here. I'm watching from Keithley, moi. That would be my auntie. So, what I'm going to now do, right? We've got there, Auntie Helen. Thank you very much for tuning in. So what I need to say is this: it amazes me. Let me just sort my hair out. There we go. Right. It amazes me. It amazes me. It amazes me. Thank you. That people watch these videos. Now, me and Aiden will talk utter shit in a lot of these videos, and if we're making lasagna, then that goes in the vlog. If we worked really hard, that goes in the vlog, etc., etc. We also make some silly jokes, which I'd appreciate if family didn't hear, such as OnlyFans. But obviously, just to clarify, Ellen, we don't do it. We don't have OnlyFans. We don't. I just want to clarify that before you tell Nana and Granddad that we're taking our clothes off on the internet for money, because we're not doing that. But that's totally fine for some people that do, but we're not. But we do make the jokes of like Aiden sexually eating biscuits on OnlyFans. But we don't actually do that, but just to clarify. Anyways, what I do need to do is read something out. And right. I hope you don't mind I'm reading this. So I have my auntie's cousin's kids. Therefore, I call them their parents auntie and uncle, even though they're not actually aunties and uncles. Okay, this person who's watching is an actual auntie. And the best of the best aunties, I only have one, but she is the absolute best auntie. I only have one. And no, she's absolutely amazing. But she basically, we have other relatives that watch us, which is absolutely like bonkers. So it is my auntie's cousins' kids. So therefore, they're like cousins, but not actual cousins. I don't actually have any cousins. Auntie Helen never had kids, and neither did my other uncle. Yeah, Aiden has about 20 million cousins or whatever. So, she checked to see if I was negative of COVID. I am. Touch wood. And I've been watching the last few YouTubes. I went to see Emily yesterday, and honestly, they love watching your vlogs and tune all the time. They'll be watching tomorrow at 9 p.m. I intend to too. I'm asking for a favour, actually, as your favourite auntie. You only have one. Would you please give them a shout out to your show, please? So I am giving out not only Emily, but also Tom and their new baby, Sunny. A great big shout out. And I apologise. Surely Sunny will be asleep by now because I've been effing and blinding. So maybe this content isn't for kids' ears or babies' ears. So yeah, you know, massive shout out to you guys, and thanks very much for being supportive family and giving us your time, because you don't need to be like that. I'm not talking about you there, Auntie Ellen. I know that you are lovely to me, and you're the absolute best auntie. I know I was making jokes there, everyone, about me auntie. However, what I will say is she probably pushed this character out of me to talk on camera. And the reason why is, now my last name is Briggs and hers is no longer Briggs because she got married. And you'll know my last name is Briggs from my Twitter and Instagram handle and stuff like that. And me and my auntie, at the age of, like, when I was an absolute toddler and a young kid, used to do something called Briggs's Kitchen, which didn't work very well because I don't cook now, right? But cook very well now, if that at all. Now, what we would do is we would pretend that we were hosting a cooking show. So effectively, the kitchen wall would be the audience, but the kitchen counter was our studio counter. And I don't have a lot of memories of my childhood. I think I've blocked a lot out. I don't know if that was if I was dropped as a child or whatever. But I have to be reminded of a lot of situations. How that my sister will mention, I'm like, oh yeah, I remember that now. But if I try to write, if I have to write memories down, I would struggle. But I have a lot of happy memories with me Auntie Helen, and also my nan and granddad, because we used to see them like during half terms, and we used to go on loads of different day trips and stuff. But I specifically remember making, I think it was like caramel flapjack at like one of their old houses where it was like a galley kitchen, and I don't think there's a window in there. But yeah, as like, and I think that's probably me pretending to talk to a studio audience, i.e. a camera crew, as a kid. It's made me comfortable to talk to an actual camera. So yeah, right. Let's continue with some more comments. Canterbury here from Scotland. Yes, Kenneth's for I hope that's PM. Yeah, it will be PM, won't it? Hi from New York. Hi from USA. Send Ruben for it. What do you mean send Ruben for it? Ken, that been a while ago, so I'm not entirely sure. Where is Aiden, Ryan? Aiden is away at the minute, being an elf. Wasn't me. Mostly gloop. Mostly, oh God, apricosken fooling. That's my attempt. Aprikossen Fuglingen, which is, I'm going to guess that inside the German tweet. As you know, from Nashville, Tennessee, USA, the music city by reputation. I thought you were talking to him, lol. Good evening, darlings. Mama has arrived. Catherine has tuned in. Don't know if she's still here. If Catherine's at work, it's long past her bedtime. But thank you very much for tuning in, Catherine. Countdown to Christmas. Julie says Fothmark, which I'm going to guess is regarding the lack of Christmas content stuff. And also, he compared us to Zoella, which, Zoella does like amazing Christmas videos. but you know, YouTube is her empire. Yeah, she makes amazing content, and you know, essentially, her and her team or whoever and her friends make content for YouTube. Where me and Aiden are trying to squeeze in YouTube content around us making money from a business. You know what I mean? So it's the other way around, essentially. Oh. Catherine has she sent me a nude. No, I'm joking. And Catherine has said, I'm still up because I'm working from home this week. Missing you both loads. Mwah. I saw your TikTok, Catherine, by the way, with the smoky effect, about, you know, the impending next lockdown. So maybe you can devote this whole life to Christmas. Maybe, Julia, maybe. I didn't realize someone was hold guns to people's heads to force them to watch the videos. Exactly. If you know, I totally get it. Also, just to address this, if you watch the last vlog, you'll know that Aiden took my notes out of this drawer. What I didn't mention throughout the entire vlog, right? And I've had a bit of a hate, you know, like not hate comments, but you know, I ain't calm down, whatever. Okay. What I didn't mention is about 4 months ago, Aiden told me to put my papers away in there so they don't get chucked out. That's my safe spot. Yeah. And then he goes in and takes them out anyways. So I forgive us, but I was slightly annoyed, but you know, joking about. Oh, my actual auntie has texted and said, I miss you more to Catherine's I miss you, with lots of laughing emojis. I miss you too. I'm hoping to come down and see everyone. I'm trying to avoid catching COVID from Aiden if he's going to get it. And then also the impending, is Boris going to put us into restrictions or lockdown or whatever in January? So, right. I thought I'd struggle for an hour, but we're 40 minutes through, ladies and gentlemen. I'm doing pretty well. I've got lots of comments to still go through. I'm dead chuffing yourself because this earlier on I was thinking, God, this is a long time to talk. But yeah. Alone by myself, by the way. Maybe you could. Wow, I've been watching this channel since the start. Doesn't seem possible. It was so long ago. Yeah, like the first ever time we did it was. So we've done 2015, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 6, 21, 7 years. Jesus Christ. 7 years of Christmassy or around Christmas time content. So yeah. Yeah, scary how time flies by. Oh wow, you totally deserve it after everything. Thank you, Claire. Like we have worked really hard on it, and we went a couple of events with our business, and that's where it's gone really, really well. Don't get me wrong, we haven't jumped from 6 to 16 clients with signed contracts, but it's kind of a like, depending on this lockdown, actually, never thought about that. You know, depending on, you know, a lot, you know, we do have some more clients than 6 now, so it's, you know, actual signed ones, so it's fantastic. But it's just the fact that some businesses are waiting until the new year to like rebrand, relaunch, you know, etc., etc. So, and then as I've said, as always, what we do is we work 30 days as example work, and then what happens is then you get invoiced, and then they've got 30 days to pay. So, you know, come next February, we're going to be in a better position if people pay their invoices this week, then fab. Because some are due now, some are due like after Christmas, before the New Year, stuff like that. So, we're gonna be in a good position that, like, where we can actually not have to worry about, oh, can we get this or whatever. Right. Ken says, correct with Catherine here. Let the festivities begin. Don't apologise, it's your channel. Thank you, Ryan. Exactly. Hi. It's YouTube now, mainly reaction videos. Yeah, I think it depends on what side of the algorithm you're at. If I go on YouTube, a lot of it's Zelda content because I enjoy watching that to fall asleep to. Really, because I enjoy Breath of the Wild on the Nintendo Switch. Lynn says, hi, Bonnie. Woof. I love your channel for just being you guys. Thank you very much. Gorgeous girl. It's Bonnie and Ryan's show. Bonnie is cute. Just to let you know, everyone, Ruben is fast asleep at my feet. He was in the live stream earlier, wasn't he? Language, Ryan, your auntie is listening. Too late for that. Sorry about that, Auntie Ellen. And I pressed the wrong button. We've gone all the way down to the bottom. There we go. Right, this hat with this fur is making me flipping melt like the Wicked Witch. But I'll keep it on for the next 20 minutes, so it's fine. Or 15. Right. Okay, I'm late. Hello, where's Aiden? Aiden is away at the minute. He is being an elf, but you'll see all that vlog coming up. We obviously filmed them in advance and stuff, but this is a live stream, so it's live. You're sitting in Aiden's chair. No, I'm not, Ken. No, I'm not. I switched them round because I knew that I'd get a sarky comment from you, right? That is Aiden's chair. This is my chair. I moved them around because I didn't want to get called out by Kenneth Fraser, right? Saying that you sat in the wrong chair, Mr. Briggs. Well done to you too. Thank you very much, Gary. Happy Christmas. Happy Christmas to you. Hi, Lee. Please wish my wonderful Gary a lovely Christmas and all the best to you both and all lovely subs. Jane, Merry Christmas to your Gary, your wonderful, wonderful Gary. Dip says Feliz Navidad. You need time to recover. I'm not sure what you're on about with that, Ken. Maybe it was just a little bit of a break and stuff, but I've took a bit of time myself with the past day. But we do plan on taking a bit of like 2 or 3 days between Christmas and New Year. I'd like more, but we've got big projects for the new year for some of our clients, which is fantastic. It is so. Love the hat, Ryan says. Stephanie, thank you very much. What the heck is pie on toast? Right. Just to clarify, I did not say pie on toast. I meant to say pate. P. I know it's for pate. I'm trying to figure out where the little accent is. Is it on the E or the A? Pate. P-A-T-E. There's an accent or an umlaut or something. Oh, it's on the E. Yeah. Although some, no, there's an, is it an umlaut? Oh, there's a little triangle over the A, and then there's a T, and then there's an E with a accent. People will correct me in the comment section. Just scroll down there and you'll be told how to spell pate. Oh, which actually the Catherine, 1965 straight away said pate, Dan, not pie, and they meant to say pate. Great. And then Catherine said, he said, patty on toast. Ah, we love our food, but pie on toast is even a bit much for us. Very true, Catherine. Now, Catherine will tell you one of my very many hates in life, right, is getting pate at a restaurant and not having enough toast. The ratio, okay, of pate needs to match the ratio of toast. If I am getting one slice of toast cut up, then I need a little bit of pate. Don't give me loads of pate thinking that, oh, you get loads of quantity here and then very little bread, and then don't give me too much bread and then not enough pate. Just give me the right amount. Yeah, either give me loads or give me very little. It's obviously going to be a starter anyways. But Catherine will know that one of my main hates in life is food ratio being incorrect, and that's probably why I'm overweight. Never mind. Good gosh, I was picturing apple pie on the top. No, definitely not. No pie on there. That's really bad for you. Probably pie on toast. Anyways, yeah, I'm doing good, says Lucy. And I said at the start that was Lucy's had an appendix state now. I had appendicitis for a week and the medication wasn't working, so only the option was to take them out. Well, I'm glad you're doing good, Lucy. I'm glad you're doing good. I'd like to give you some cooking lessons, says Jan Patrick. Probably need them. Les says, what's up? Did Aiden find the paperwork that you put in the bin? No, he didn't, Lee, and I knew he never would. So, like, because he never went to go get it, and it doesn't matter because I'll just start all over again. And fingers crossed I don't mess anything up. But yeah, just to clarify, that was my safe space, so you shouldn't have gone in there to take it out because that's what you told me to do. So yeah. Jan Perry says, I have tried to teach him, see the video on the lasagna. Catherine, you can't say you try to teach me one meal, in that you know how to teach, you taught me how to cook. That's one meal. Hopefully you'll start selling billboard space. Oh, so just to clarify, we don't actually have billboard space. We just design the billboard. Like, just to clarify, we don't have any assets. It's just we create the work. Just to clarify. Good evening, Ryan. I'm sorry for being late. Don't worry, Dan. You don't have to be here. Bless. I got a message from my friends Mark and Stephen saying that they're going to see Spider-Man and they didn't realise that it would clash. I think they rescheduled or whatever, and they said sorry in the on the last sentence. I was just like, don't be stupid. I said. Rather than totally paraphrase and tell you lies, I said, "Oh, don't be daft. I'm super jealous that you're going. Enjoy," in which I'm sure that they will be enjoying it because I'm really jealous that they've got. I don't feel safe yet to go into a cinema where people are supposed to wear masks, but they're not wearing masks. I've seen pictures online of people checking into the cinema without wearing masks. People that I know. And you're supposed to wear masks when you're in the cinema now. That's one of the restrictions. And the cases are just going really high, blah, 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 blah. Just not there yet. And it's gonna, I can't go when it's quiet because it's Christmas time. There's no such thing as being quiet at the cinema, especially when it's Marvel. So yeah. Catherine, you should have substituted for Aiden today. There you go, okay. And Catherine, pie butties are delicious. They are, but I didn't have one of them, Auntie Ellen. They are very naughty though. Pie balm cakes, Helen Fox says, Catherine, yeah. You put your tree up so early in Vlogmas. It was the first day, but you've got to remember, for you guys, right? Because if you remember, we film these in advance, right? And as Aiden was going to be away for a lot of December because before the storm hits, etc., etc. I was supposed to have been finished filming by now, but I haven't. Yeah, and because we ended up taking a couple of days off from filming because we had so much work to do. So instead, we did that. What ended up happening is me and Catherine did all the Christmas decorations. I think it was about the 20th of November or something. Christmas lights outside, etc., etc. So yeah, you're very right, Luke. We put the tree up so early in Vlogmas, but actually it was actually much earlier in the year. I've not had any time to do any Christmas stuff before because of uni. It's too late to put my Christmas tree. No, you can put it up still, Luke. There's still plenty of time. It's, you've got less than a week. And then it stays up for a bit afterwards as well, doesn't it? Will you vlog after Vlogmas? Yes, Paul, we will vlog. It won't be daily, which essentially is why we're doing Vlogmas. Because it's, it'll we're not exactly doing Christmas content, but that's why it's daily. But no, we plan on doing one a week, one a fortnight, one every 10 days, maybe a bit more. It totally depends on what I'd like is for us to get an apprentice and us to then be working normal hours, so then we can actually create some more content for YouTube, if that makes sense. So as long as we've got enough money to pay the bills with our business, etc., then fantastic. Around September, we told you. Yeah, Ken told us around September about New York. If I scroll too much, it like chucks itself all the way down. I like microwave meals as well. mine were in the oven. But yeah, some microwave meals can be quite nice. What's that? You're planning on getting high in New York? We're not. Oh, sorry. Did I not mention that? I plan on. I'd like to go somewhere high, as in like on the edge or really tall building to like see the skyline. However, as you know, I'm scared of heights. Which from when I got to the top of Durham Cathedral last October, well, the October before, in that Vlogtober, I got petrified on top of a 1,000-year-old building, couldn't stand, and I was crawling along the floor because I didn't trust the 1,000-year-old building. I thought that my fat ass was going to make this 1,000-year-old building collapse in on itself. Yeah. That is how heavy I thought I was up there, to not trust myself that I was going to fall through. Or, even though the railings are like 3 meters tall, I am going to stumble into the railing, and because of my weight, I'm going to fall off. That is the logic that goes through my mind at that hour. So yeah, this was a very bad idea. There we go. It's getting very hot with the fur. Anyways, the attack of the cat. Yes, they're outside. The only part when Ryan's doing a floor test, exactly, Catherine. Where do you guys see yourself in 5 years? In 5 years' time, I'd like to have a mortgage, and I'd like to, ideally here, and I'd like to be married. definitely engaged. Definitely engaged, just to clarify. But and it depends on how long it takes us to save up for a wedding. But yeah, we would definitely be engaged and with a mortgage and maybe kids, or yeah, maybe kids, yeah, or like serious paperwork, top of kids, etc., etc. Aiden came downstairs about 2 months ago, and no, about 3 months ago. He was like, "Ryan, I've decided." And I was like, "Okay, what have you decided?" "Ryan, I have decided that when it comes to kids, you can have the first one." And I said, "Well, I don't think I can. I don't have a womb." And he said, "No, no, 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 no. Like, I think that the first kid should be yours." And I was like, "Okay, why?" And he was just like, "No, I just think like you know it can be yours first, and then the second one can be mine or whatever." And I was like, "All right, okay, whatever." And then he told someone that the other day. I think it was when he was doing his hairdressing course. We were talking about kids, and he said the first one will be mine. Biologically, they'll be mine. However, they will be ours. We won't be doing anything like splitting the family up or whatever. Ever, 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 ever. Even if they're not biologically, it's just not happening whatsoever. Good question, Poppy. Yeah, engaged, possibly married. Early, maybe a baby, maybe filing paperwork for IVF or well, no, surrogacy. And then Aiden's got a list on his phone of all the baby stuff. He did research ages ago. He did. So yeah, good question. Poppy, probably in another lockdown. John says to the 5-year question, Poppy, probably in another lockdown, the way people are behaving. Exactly, John. Exactly. I was thinking it here, right? Like, if we're gonna have a lockdown in January, like I know I've mentioned it before, but Boris is an absolute joke. Blah 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 blah. People aren't taking them seriously. I don't know if another lockdown will even work because the other ones haven't worked. It does reduce the cases, and therefore less people get it for a quite period of time, etc., etc. But like, I think there's something. I was reading something about it, but like the psychology between like having 3 lockdowns, but then having 4th, it's just like it's absolute like why people deem that to be like a failure, because there's so many things of like bronze, silver, gold, yeah, 1, 2, 3, first, second, third, like the Olympics when you see the podium, etc., etc. So then to have the 4th one, it's just like, oh god. But I'd like to have a bit of normality back, or where I can feel comfortable with it and stuff. So yeah, put me off. You put me off having. Me Aunt Ellen said that we put her off having kids. I'm telling you now, that's probably a bit true, because us as kids were absolute torture. Auntie Helen had SingStar, which is a karaoke PlayStation 2 game, and I have many other memories singing Ronan Keaton, the dad song, whatever it was, I can't remember what it was, and my brother singing Superstar by Jamelia, and I am not to brag here, but I would be the best at SingStar on the karaoke for a lot of songs. However, Jack, my brother, used to get the high score on Natasha Bedingfield, I think it was, and These Words Are My Own. But my brother was so young that he couldn't read the lyrics fast enough, but he knew the tune. And all you had to do for that game was hit the tune. So then he would be like, whatever, okay? And that is how he would get the high score. And then me and my sister as kids would be like, "You're not even singing, Jack. You don't deserve the high score." But yeah, so we were a little bit tenors. And then if all 3 of us were in all 3 kids were in the back seat of the car, how my nan and granddad tolerated taking us home, because every time there would be arguments. I remember one time my granddad got out of the car and went to go and speak to a man who was obviously near a lorry because he was going to tell us off. And I remember us panicking that this man was going to tell us off because we were just kids. And we were absolute terrors. We were absolute terrors. So you the taste tester? I'm not. Probably's Ken. Probably's. Rabbit dropping buns. Yes. So we also made rabbit dropping buns, which was as you can imagine, not actual rabbit poo in cake. It was chocolate chips. But that is my auntie, ladies and gentlemen, for you, where we used to, call stuff like that. And when we used to have cake and custard, we used to mix it up, and it would, like, if it was chocolate cake and custard, it would end up looking like a bowel movement. We used to have lots of good fun. So yeah. Hello, sorry I'm late. Hope you're well. Thank you very much, Leroy. Don't be that being late. Where do you see yourself in 5 years' time? Probably I've already asked that question. Maybe I'm coming up with the catch in the comments. Lane says, is the audio popping for anyone else? Sorry, Lane. No, but it keeps on freezing on my me, Lane. Pate, my picture is fine, but there are popping sounds every couple of seconds. Pate. It's a circumflex, is an acute accent. Where did you guys get your deer head from? The living room window, the range. I want that one, the range. There you go, Leroy. Umlaut is 2 dots above a letter. I feel you, Ryan. Pre-COVID, I got to the cinema I go to the cinema all the time, and now I'm just about genuinely scared. And masks are the law in Ireland, but people don't wear them properly. Hopefully, everything will work for you. Fingers crossed, Claire. Did you decide to vlog for any particular reason, Julia? Because it was easier. It was easier to point the camera, right, and film what we were doing. This is what we thought years ago. Than setting up a camera on the tripod, set up the lights, and buy product to do a sit down video with or whatever, and write out a script of points that we want to talk about and stuff. It was just easier to just point and shoot. Really, that's why. So, I need to go to the grocery store, so I can't stay for the rest of the live stream. But best wishes. It's okay, Ken. I'm heading off as it's been an hour, and I know that everyone else will have lots of things to do wherever you are across the world. It's been absolute blast. I'm just going to read the rest of the comments, and then I will be heading off. But yeah, this has been really, really good fun. It really, really has. Catherine says, you're not alone feeling like that, Claire. I've never been anywhere for ages because I don't feel safe enough. I don't think I know anyone who isn't ready for this nightmare to be over. Chin up. Have you discussed who would propose to who? Yeah, Scott, Aiden would propose to me. That's what we have discussed. Yeah. Have Aiden do it, says Paul. Yeah. We'll see. Can I be bridesmaid? Well, matron of honour, please. Yeah, Auntie Helen, you will be, as will Catherine. 4 comments up above. So she will be on a earpiece at the wedding, because I will not have anything go wrong at our wedding, because I will not be afraid to cause a scene. But I don't want a scene at my own wedding. So Catherine will be the scene dealer, where she will threaten the bridezilla that I would be if something was going pear-shaped. So it'll be like Monica on Friends and stuff. So yeah. Chap says, bye Ken. Hello, Claire George. Sorry, Claire, we're going to be heading off very shortly. We have all got roles. Auntie Helen says, Catherine, Adrian, and I will have earpieces and clipboards. Ha ha ha. Make sure I'm on the top list of the Catherine. You will be, Auntie Helen. Thanks, Catherine. I'm not for too much longer regarding COVID. I don't think that the US will lock down again. Too much stress on the economy. Yeah, so I thought the same, right, regarding the UK, but I don't know, because Boris is obviously not wanting to bring the lockdown restrictions in right before Christmas to cancel Christmas again. He doesn't want, because he already got so much flack for it last year, but also because of all the scandals recently. He's not going to cancel Christmas. But there's already rumours to say that he's going to make an announcement on Boxing Day, or the 27th or the 28th, that'll come into effect early New Year. Now, whether that or not that's going to be like you have to wear masks in restaurants now, but before you, or rule of 6 or mixing houses of 2 or 3 people or whatever. He's not going to. I'd be very surprised. Well, you know, me and Aiden on the phone today, and we were saying if only Boris can make the announcement now, so that Aiden can come home. So then Aiden's not around thousands of people on the 23rd. So then we don't have to make any kind of too many cautious decisions on Christmas Day. But we are, because obviously he's with thousands of people 2 days before Christmas. So yeah. No US lockdown, can't handle that again. Bernie, I don't want a lockdown either. I just want the cases to go lower. That's it. I'd like the chance of me getting COVID to be low. I know that the chances of me already, you know, statistically, I'm not going to die or, you know, go to hospital or whatever. But because, you know, I'm triple vaccinated, etc., etc. But it's just the fact that I would like to not use my vaccine. I would like to never come into contact with someone with it. But never mind. Tomorrow he's getting this. Lisa says tomorrow he's getting the second COVID jab. Wishing everyone a wonderful holiday and New Year. Oh, seriously, I loved being part of your childhood. We had some great laughs. We did, Auntie Helen. We really, really did. Lots and lots and lots of happy memories with you and Nana and Granddad. Also, very, very quickly, Granddad has always been very. He had a good job, and he would spend quite a lot of money on us as kids on days out. I remember once, right? Now I was this young flamboyant guy at the age of like 13 that liked Beyonce. He saw in the newspaper that Beyonce tickets were 80 quid each, right? And he called me over and he said, Ryan, do you want to go see Beyonce? There's tickets here. And I remember seeing the tickets for 80 quid, right? And me as a kid knew that 80 quid was a lot of money, right? And Granddad was, oh, no, but we can all go as a family. And I did say no. And I'm kind of glad that I said no. I've seen Beyonce at the festival and I was like, you know, 4 or 5 rows on the front. But if we had went, what would have happened is it would have been me, my brother and my sister. My brother and my sister would have been about 10 and 8 or something. Me and Auntie Ellen living for our lives, and my nan and granddad at a Beyonce concert. So that would have been a bit of a handful. But, you know, the tickets, you know, that would have been, for 6 of us, 480 quid. That's a lot of bloody money. He would have done it. He really, really would have. But I just remember, I've always thought about the thought of actually being at a Beyonce concert with Nana and Granddad, and my brother and my sister being a lot younger than me at the time. I think it would have been very odd. But yeah. And Neil says, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to you both. Just got my booster, need my booster. Will there still be a Patreon live stream? There will be, but we're probably going to do one between Christmas and New Year. That's what we'll probably do one, Jan Patrick, if not very early New Year. Please don't disappear for after Vlogmas. We won't go into hiatus, Lynn, not like last year. Check your Facebook Messenger, Ryan. There's something there for the two of you from a few days ago. I shall, Lynn, straight after this, I have 6 at the minute to read and respond to. So I will get to that, Lane. And you thought you might only be able to do 20 minutes. Exactly. Defo getting the D ahead. Thank you. I've been spending more time at B&M. It was the range. There you go. I know, doesn't he go on, says Julia. Claire says, bye. Emily says, Ryan, we're just tuning in. We are a tad late, but just catching up. That's fine, Emily. You've had your shout out. If you're catching up, watching it all, then if you go back and watch it from the beginning, you've had your shout out, you, Tom and Sonny. So yeah. I think Bojo might resign because there's lots of pressure. Well, can he just hurry up and do it? From the backbenchers at the moment. I wish Germany would go back into lockdown. I miss having an excuse not to go out and see people. You are so kind to read each comment. Happy holidays, everyone. Right, so that is now all the comments, okay? If you haven't already, give this video a thumbs up. I'd really, really appreciate it because it really helps the channel out. So if you can go do that, if you haven't already, then much appreciated. Victoria Strong says, have a nice Christmas. Just want to say a massive, massive thank you for making this live stream a hell of a lot more easier. The only thing I regret is wearing this flipping hot hat because I'm melting inside of the fur. That is the only thing. It's been an absolute blast. I've gone over time because I know that said it'll already be an hour for you guys in case you had penciled something in or whatever. But yeah, this live stream will be available to watch at a later date. I know that quite a few people do go back and watch it. And we will be uploading vlogs, and ideally, because Aiden won't be watching this, ideally I will be probably doing a music cover over the next couple of days, if it sounds okay and I'm happy with it, which will be the case, I'd like to think. So I'm going to hopefully work on that, and it'll be a Christmas cover, and that'll kick Aiden in the arse, because once he sees me do something, he'll want to do it, and he's wanted to do it for a long, long time, but he's never decided to. He's always like questioned himself, and he's always been his own worst critic, and for that kind of thing, you just kind of need to get it up. But fingers crossed, I'll take a leaf out my own book and do the exact same thing. So yeah. Right, I just want to wish you all the biggest Merry Christmas. So like happy holidays is Leroy. Hi vlog time, says Lynn Hurst. Have a wonderful Christmas, everyone, says Lane. Thank you, Ryan. We feel the same about the hat, Julia. Happy holidays, everyone. Be safe and be well. Happy Christmas, Ryan and Aiden. Happy Christmas, all of you. All have a drink on me for New Year's, my birthday. Well done, Ryan. You did very well. Thank you very much. Westlife at 36. I wish you all a very nice fest and happy New Year, and have a happy holiday. Says Dan. I'm going to head off now, everyone. So, a couple more comments. Merry Christmas and a happy New Year to everyone, says Luke. And you, Bill Ryan, as always, very proud of you. Thank you. Whoa. That just knocked us. Thank you, Auntie Ellen, for saying like proud of us. I know you're proud of us. I know the family are proud of us, etc. That just knocked us way big softy. And that's just a yeah. Merry Christmas, everyone. Merry Christmas. Let's hope Bojo loses the general. Oh, please, Lee, please. I need a general election tomorrow to get this Tory government out. Bye, Ryan. Bye, love you, says Lynn. Right, I am now going to go, guys. Merry Christmas to you all. You'll see us in future vlogs. Thanks everyone for giving the video a thumbs up, and thanks everyone for commenting. It's been an absolute blast. It really, really has. Lots of love to each and every single one of you, and Merry Christmas. Bye, guys. Mwah.